Hmm. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Weekend Yoga. And after our first practice, I hope you really enjoyed that. I hope you had a nice weekend filled with activities, lots of outside time and sunshine. And even if not, it's all good, right? So yes, for our second video, I invite you to take a little time and rest. Yeah, so any time of the day this feels nice. Can be maybe when you come home from a long walk or when you, I don't know, when you had a really exhausting weekend, maybe too many Easter bunnies in your belly, then this is a really nice practice. And we're going to get right into it. So all you will need now today is the floor, a place on the wall, and maybe a little pillow to give you an extra bit of comfort. And if you want to come lying on something softer, then that is, of course, good as well. But I just want to make it as easy as possible for you. So take a few moments, maybe pause the video and get yourself ready. And then I'm going to meet you again. All right, first we will start seated. So if you have the pillow, maybe move it to the side for a moment. Find a nice, comfortable, and seated position. And find some moments here to groove into your seat, maybe rolling out your shoulders, shaking out, finding any little wiggles or twists. Ah, God. And if it's still sunshine or light outside, then maybe even have a look outside of your window, looking into the sky, looking into the space outside. And then let's find a moment closing our eyes and then letting our attention slowly draw inwards into our own inside sky, into our own nature. And with your eyes closed, allow yourself to experience the space that is within you, within the boundaries of your skin, feeling into your muscles, into your bones, into your organs, receiving you as a whole right now in this moment. Mm. And then slowly start to move your awareness towards your breath, finding a moment to connect deeper with the in and the out stream of the air. Consciously becoming aware of the spaces within you that are filled with the air. And then fill yourself up one more time with a big, big inhale, just letting it stream in through your nose. And then exhale completely. Good. And slowly open up your eyes again. Hope you haven't fallen asleep yet. Good. And then we'll find here a little bit of movement into the neck, into the shoulders, rolling around your neck, your head. Good. And then let that movement become a little bit bigger. Also take your shoulders and your spine with you, moving here in spirals. Mm. All right, then slowly come back to center. From here, we're going to bring the arms out to the side, finding first the floor with our fingertips, and then bring your awareness for a moment to your hands, more specifically towards your thumbs and the index finger. And then see if you can bring your thumb and your index finger in line with your shoulders. And then when you find that, bring your awareness, bring your gaze again forward towards the front side, and then try to sit up a little bit taller, keeping your fingers onto the floor, Finding kind of a tripod here with your left hand on the floor, the right hand on the floor, excuse me, triangle, and the top part of the triangle is the crown of your head. And also again here, breathing into all parts of your torso, filling your whole frame with air. Take another deep inhale. And then as you exhale, walk your hands a little bit further back, trying to keep your shoulders in line with each other and not letting your chest puff out, but walking just the fingertips back. Now the shoulder blades moving closer together. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale out. Inhale. Exhale, walk your fingers even closer together. And it doesn't have to be such a big movement. So if you notice that your chest really wants to puff out, then maybe stick more here with a smaller radius for your movements. But if you have more room or space, especially in the front side of the chest, then you can walk your fingertips back. One more stop. Taking one more deep inhale. And then exhale, let your hands glide forward and bring the hands forward onto the floor. Let your head drop forward, relaxing here for a moment, letting your sitting bones down into the floor. Good, and even here you can move your shoulder blades a little bit around. Good, and then slowly come back up into a seated position. We'll end our seated sequence with a little bit of a twist. So first bring your hands to the outside of the rib cage here. So right underneath the bra strap line on the side. Good. And then just with our hands resting on the rib cage, I'm going to slowly rotate from left to right. Trying to do it as slow as I can to really feel my rib cage moving over my pelvis. And the pelvis stays more or less stable. My eyes are just following into the same direction as the rib cage. Good. Once you got the hang of that movement, allow your arms maybe out to the side and let them be a little bit more open and soft, like swaying from left to right. But the action in the spine and in your head stays the same, both moving into the same direction at the same time. Maybe you want to deepen your breath here. Maybe you want to slow down the movement. Maybe you want to go faster. Good. One more big inhale for last movement. And then as you exhale, come back into center. Good. All right. So hopefully now your upper body feels a little bit more loose and relaxed. And then we can come lying down. So please find your pillow. And there are several options to make use of that pillow. So you can either use the pillow as a prop up for your hips, or you can use it for your head. I'm going to do the second one because I tend to have a hunched forward position. So this is nice just to give my neck a little bit of a support when I come lying down. All right, so we're going to move closer to the wall. And if you are in your bed, that's actually nice. You can do it against the headrest as well. And then to come down onto the floor, there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's, what I sometimes do is I scoot my hips as close as possible to the wall. Then I come lying down on one side, then roll onto my back side and bring up the feet from here. Now you can vary the distance of how far away you want to be from the wall. The closer you are to the wall, the more you will feel it in the backside of your legs. So if you have been cycling a lot, if you were super active in your weekend, then maybe make sure that you have a little bit more space from with your buttocks to the wall. So find first your position here that works for you. Fix your pants, maybe check if you can still see me, or you can rearrange your screen. I'll try to guide you with my voice so you eventually don't have to look at to the screen. Good. First, we're going to bring the legs up towards the ceiling. And then actually, let's take the feet uh, off from the wall. So not using the support of the wall right away. And then bring your hands here on top of your hips, so towards the hip crease. And then if you not punching, it's not punching. If you uh, bring your fingers there and then feel around here for your hip bones, you will have these two bony protrusions that are very present, and these are your the hip bones on the front, the part of the hips on the front. And then let's find those points and then let your index fingers rest there for a moment. Relax your arms down at your side. So you relax your elbows out to the side, just letting your fingers rest here. And then let's find a little bit of a sway forward and back through the legs. And your pelvis can move. So we're not trying to keep the pelvis still here, but we're just moving the legs closer towards your face and then more towards the wall again. You can keep your knees softly bent, the feet are as relaxed as possible, toes are relaxed. Just doing some tilting forward and back through the pelvis by the movement of the legs. And you will notice when your feet come closer back towards your face that more of your lower back is coming flush with the mat or with the floor. And that's okay. When your feet move again away towards the wall, your lower back will go back to its more natural curve. Okay, and now try to find a neutral position. So the feet are still not resting against the wall, but try to find a neutral-ish position for your hips. And then let the hips stay there in this neutral gear. And now we can bring the hands out to the side again and move our legs without the support of the wall yet. So legs are still facing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to bring my legs out a little bit wider. And then one by one, I'm starting to rotate the legs. I'm starting with my right leg here, just gently rotating out to the side. And in again, out to the side and in. And also here, I can either flex my foot and make this more of an active movement for the whole leg and the foot, or I can keep my foot fairly relaxed and focus more on the movement in my hip. Okay, then bring your, shake out your right leg here for a moment and rest the right leg. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Checking if the pelvis is still nice and neutral, maybe again rolling away from the lower back a little bit more. Good, and shake out the left leg as well. Okay, good. Now let's do the movement with both legs at the same time. Still trying to keep my pelvis in the same neutral position. Inviting the movement into both legs. And notice that one leg might be more cooperative in this movement and the other one may act differently. And as with everything else in our movement practice, that is okay. Just by observing, just by becoming aware, we are already learning so much more. All right, one more time, opening the legs out to the side and then shake out. And then take your knees down towards your chest for a moment. Let your lower spine round, tailbone lifts even probably off the floor. And just let the weight of your knees rest in towards your chest. Relax your feet, relax your face and your shoulders. Take a moment to feel into your hips. Nice. And then slowly open up your eyes if they were closed and bring your legs up again. Still not resting at the wall. I know I promised you a relaxing class, but we'll get to the wall. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay, pelvis is again nice and neutral, bringing my legs up, and now I'm moving both legs gently out to the side into a more of a V shape. But I'm not taking them super, super wide apart, but I'm taking them into a more classical V. So as if you were drawing a V, and your heels heels are going to draw up towards the ceiling, flexing my toes back towards my face, and then keep this engagement. Keep your legs engaged, and then maybe open a little bit more, but only go as far as you can feel that you can still maintain the work around your hips without letting your legs just splay wide open. So you will start to notice a nice gentle stretch on the inside of the thighs, outside of the hips, working hard. Keep your breath smooth and soft. Pushing your heels away, taking one more deep inhale, and then use your exhale to super, super slowly press the air in between your legs together, closing your legs again. Let the heels come together. And then one more time, bring your knees in towards your chest. And now take a moment to roll gently from side to side on your lower back. Good. Okay, one more time, bringing the legs up towards the ceiling. And then we will keep our heels connected. So if you have a very sensitive SI joint, or if for any reason bringing your legs zipped up together is not your thing, then please, by all means, keep a mini distance between your feet. Yeah, good. What you want to do in that case is definitely push your heels away from you and flex your toes back towards your face so that you're protecting your knees in the next movement. If it's okay for you, you can bring the heels in together towards each other, also keeping your knees connected here as we start, and then we'll return once more to this opening and closing of the legs. So when I close my legs completely, my knees will touch, the big toes will touch on the medial side, and the heels will touch. Opening the feet out to the side, and then closing them again. Open and to close. Open and to close. And then one more time, opening, keeping them here. Keep the heels connected. Draw the big toes away from each other. Breathing deep into your belly. And then close the feet again. Let the knees come back down in towards your chest. One more time, rock gently from side to side. Good. And now it's time to rest the legs onto the wall. Hooray! All right, take your arms also a little wider. Give yourself really space here. And now if part of your lower back wants to move into the floor, that's fine. Finding now from this a little bit of activating of your nervous system into a complete relaxing and calming down. So allow your heels to rest down into the support of the wall. Allow your legs to become heavy. Allow the whole weight of your legs to roll softly back into the hip socket. Letting the floor receive your weight through your sitting bones and part of your buttocks on the floor. Then take another lovely in-breath through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. We're going to end here in this position. If this feels comfortable for you, you can just stay here for a little while. If you want to add a little bit more opening for your legs, then you can also take a sort of a reclined butterfly here at the wall. So you can bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. I'm going to move closer to the wall for this one. And then, but really, only if it feels okay in your groins and in your knees, you can take this position here. And then even allow your feet to slide back into your groin. I'm not going to stay here very long, but just giving myself this extra little stretch here for the thighs, especially if you've been walking a lot or cycling a lot. Letting my belly be soft. I'm gonna bring my hands here even onto the belly. Breathing soft into my hands, reminding myself to let go of all the effort. Opening up to the breath. Opening up to the possibilities that lie ahead of us. And opening up to life as it unfolds, just by the passing, the rising and the fall of the breath. You can stay here as long as you wish. You can return to your legs up the wall or move down onto the floor for a nice shavasana. I hope you enjoyed this little class and feel free to repeat it anytime again. Take good care and be well. Namaste.